How do you like North Alabama every time you come up here?
Yeah, excited to be back. There's a lot of excitement when I see our fans. We got quite a few players from this area on our roster, and this is an area that we recruit very hard, so it's always good to come up.
What is it about the talent in this area that attracts you to some of the guys around here?
Well, there's some big-time high school coaches up here with high school programs, and the guys that we've had have been very successful.
Talk about Kerryon Johnson. Let's start there. He didn't go through spring. How's he?
Yeah. KJ did not go through spring because of shoulder injury. It was kind of a minor deal. When he comes back, next week he'll be full throttle, ready to go. He's put on about 15 pounds, which is good. He's one of our more versatile players.
What are you looking for him this fall?
Well, when we recruited him, we felt like he was an impact player, a guy that can change the game, and we thought he had a very solid freshman year. He battled through a couple injuries, showed a lot of toughness, and we expect him, to be one of our better players.
Another guy, Malik, he enrolled early.
Yeah.
What does that do just for you guys in developing players if they're able to come early?
It was great for Malik. Malik got a chance to learn the offense. He's a tough guy. It was really good for him to experience how we practice, what our meetings are like and everything that goes with it. And, he had a very good semester academically too, so, he's off to a good start.
What about Rudy Ford?
Yeah, Rudy Ford, he's one of our leaders on our team. He had an opportunity. He could have came out and would have been drafted. He chose to come back for his fourth year. He's our leading tackler last year. Good kick returner. He's one of our better football players, and once again, great grades. Just a real high character young man.
How important is it for him to be back, especially with a new defensive coordinator?
Yeah, I think it's very important. We moved him to nickel last year, played a little closer to the line of scrimmage. It feels very comfortable there. Like I say, he's our leading tackler. He returns kicks, and we're fortunate to have him back.
For you guys as coaches, are you still assessing stuff from spring, or is it just recruiting primarily? Right
Yeah, we're pretty much got all of our spring evals done. Our staff on both sides of football evaluated and graded everything from the spring. We've kind of moved forward with spring recruiting and thinking about this summer with our players, and kind of moved on from it.
As you go through summer, thoughts on this whole satellite camp stuff?
Yeah, there's a lot of moving parts and a lot of different philosophies with that. We've kind of taken a step back, and we're going to get a plan this week on what our plan is moving forward. There's great value when we get players to our campus, and so that's really our number one goal. But we will do some, but we're still working on the strategy.
Were you surprised at all by the decision to overturn it and allow them?
You just got to be prepared for anything, and so you always kind of, you got to be prepared for the what ifs. And they overturned it, so we had to get a plan together, and I think a lot of the head coaches in our league are still trying to figure out their strategy.
Do they have benefits?
I think everything has benefits, but just individual schools. I look at what's best for Auburn, and that's my number one priority. And so, what's best for Auburn, what's best for our staff, and that's how we're looking at it.
With spring in the books, eval's done, kind of taking a look back at everything. What are your thoughts on Kevin Steele and this defense after the first spring with him in the books?
Yeah, Kevin Steele did a great job this spring. Our players really responded well to him. They're having fun playing defense, flying around. Quite a bit of carryover from last year, and we did finish strong defensively last year, and a lot of the same terminology. That's really helped. Me and Kevin's philosophy is very similar. Our personalities really complement each other, and so he's off to a very good start.
You said recently the next 3 to 4 years you feel could be the best with you as the head coach in this era. What excites you so much about the next 3 to 4 years upcoming?
Well, yeah, first of all, our players. I think we got a good talent base. The way we recruited the last 4 classes, and our character of our team is very high. And then I look at the staff. This is a great staff, and I need to keep this group together because offensively, every coach is, coached with me a long period of time in this offense or played for me. And then with Coach Steele's, defensive leadership, our defensive staff's all going the same direction. So I would say our players and our coaches are very excited, for those two groups.
What do you need to see from the quarterbacks this summer? Going into the fall leagues?
Yeah, just development and getting better, and taking the team, and whoever's going to be our quarterback is going to give us the best chance of winning. All three of the guys really improved. They all three, are talented young men. So in fall camp, hopefully in early fall camp, we can determine who our guy is.
You put a timetable on that, or?
The earlier the better, but, hopefully by the end of the first week, but, you never know how it goes. We'll make a decision once we're 100% sure.
I know you haven't made a decision at all yet, but do you feel like after this spring there is some separation with those quarterbacks, not naming who it is necessarily?
That's a tough question there. I think all three, our new John Franklin, our junior college player that came in, he's still learning the offense, but he is talented. He wants to be good. Our two older guys have a lot of experience in our offense, and both those guys improved. Matter of fact, both of them played very well at times, during the spring. So there's good competition. The positive is we got three guys. That's the positive. We just got to figure out, who is going to be the guy.
In your coaching experience, how much of what you've seen in, say, spring games has transferred into the fall? Or
but not as much as you'd think. Spring games are set up, a lot of times for the fans. I mean, I think back at Cam Newton, and I think he threw it 8 times and only completed 3, and everybody's going, "Oh, that guy can't play." So it didn't have much to do with that.
Freshmen will be on campus in a few weeks. Are you excited to kind of start integrating those guys?
Yeah, we are. We've already got a handful of guys, probably half the class already with us, that were there in January. So the other half is coming, at the end of this month. So we're very excited about those guys. They'll be there for the entire summer, and that development in the weight room and getting around our players is very good.
Any update on the players who were arrested the other day?
No update.
Anything else?
All right, thank y'all.
Thank you.